Hey guys, and welcome. Today we are doing, yes, you guessed it, the AFL Ladder Predictions. This is gonna be one of the interesting things that's gonna happen. Yes, your team might be last, might be top of ladder. Who knows? We will see what's gonna happen. Okay, I will explain why I chose that team to be in this place, and then that's gonna be it. Guys, just letting you know, this dog right here will only get fed if you subscribe right now. So you gotta subscribe right now, or else this dog won't get fed. Awesome, guys. I hope you guys are subscribed, and let's get through to the video. Starting us off with the last place, the wooden spoon goes to, you guessed it, Richmond Tigers. A lot of players are leaving. Daniel Rioli and Shea Bolton. There has been so much impact to go with the Richmond Tigers. Yes, they got the youth, that's all good, but now they have too many youth players, and now this is going to be interesting. Who's going to lead the Richmond Tigers? Okay, because we'll never know what's going to happen with Richmond Tigers. They are into a new generation, of course. I'm excited for, Dion Pressia, maybe Maurice Rioli, but who knows what's going to happen with Richmond Tigers. That's why I chose number 18th, okay? 17th place, I have West Coast Eagles. Yes, West Coast Eagles. This is pretty interesting. Why are they going to be in the same? Well, I'll tell you why. They lost their big player, obviously Tom Barras. Of course, that is a huge plus for them. But then they lost it, alright? And now they also have Jack Darling, who left to go to North Melbourne, which is obviously a real good player. Jack Darling, he didn't do that much last year, but obviously he has the chance to go to a different team to improve there. Right? They also have Liam Baker and I think Matthew Owies, I think, which is going to be a real good forward plus for them. But I'm not too sure about how the player's gonna do this with the captain and the coach. The coach is going to be real interesting because obviously he coached with the, I think either the Richmond or the Melbourne. I'm not too sure, but yeah, this is going to be real interesting for West Coast Eagles. I have them as 17th. They could go to 12th or 13th, but I feel like with what's happening with West Coast Eagles at the moment, of course with Liam Ryan and I think Ruben Gimby, there has been a lot of controversy. Awesome, we got 16 players. This one's pretty interesting. I have put them as Melbourne. Yes, Melbourne. You never know what's happening with Melbourne Demons at the moment. Of course, they have dived down a bit, obviously with Christian Petrarca, obviously gone down. And now, we all know that Clayton Oliver, Max Gorn, they are two good players. But I feel like, what is happening with Melbourne? Are they good? Are they bad? I'm just not seeing a connection with, with all the players. I don't think they are like heading to the finals. Okay, that's what I'm thinking. Okay, they're not thinking about the finals for this season. That's my proposition. And with Christian Petrarca's out, he is one of the huge in. Obviously that they're gonna have to be replaced by Jack Viney, of course. And with the defense, I feel like no, not really. Jake Lever, Stephen May, I don't feel like they are pretty good defenders, I must say. We'll see what happens. We see what happens with Melbourne. Obviously, Neil Bullen's out. I'm not too sure if that's a good play for them or not, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with Melbourne Demons. So I have to put them at 16th place. Alright, 15th place, I have St Kilda. Yes, they lost Tim Membry, which is a pain in the butt. I do hope that St Kilda could pump them up into the finals, but with Tim Membry, I feel like it's just going to be the same, I would say, okay? I mean, their youth players are going to be real powerful next year, maybe, but what they're doing right now, I feel like I don't see them coming to the finals, okay, or in mid-table. So 15th, I would say with that, okay. Alright, 14th place, I have North Melbourne. Yes, North Melbourne. We finally get an upgrade for this, okay? With the big improvement with Luke Parker. Hell yeah. Caleb Daniel. Hell yeah. Those two midfielders, they're going to go crazy. They're going to go crazy above. We all know Harry Sejul and who's that other guy? I know that other guy. Maybe Sanders, man. I think that was him. But, man, they should go up. They should get up, get a lot of wins, probably like 6 or 7 or 8. Who knows? But 14th place, that's a good start for whatever North Melbourne is doing, okay? So, I feel like they could go up, alright? And obviously, Jack Darling as well with North Melbourne. They could go up with that. Alright, 13th place, I have Essendon. Yes. This one's strange, okay? Because obviously, they lost their big forward, Jake Stringer. Which is obviously, I like Jake Stringer. I like him. But with him losing, I feel like that's going to be a big dip. I don't know any player other than Jake Stringer in Essendon who's going to be a real big pump for the Essendon squad. But obviously, midfielders, Darcy Harris, Jack Meredith, they're obviously going to be good. Obviously. But I feel like it's just going to be lacking at the moment. But hopefully, Essendon could make it up to the finals. If not, well, it is what it is. We're going to keep on counting. Okay, I'm so sorry, Essendon fans. Alright, 12th place, we have the GWS Giants. Yes, this one's really interesting because obviously they get into the finals, but here's the thing, there was a lot of players leaving the Giants. So we got Perryman, Nick Haynes, Isaac Cumming, and James Peatling. So what's happening with that? Obviously they grabbed Jake Stringer, which is one of the big components of what you can do. Alright, JC Hogan and Jake Stringer, that's going to be a real powerhouse with them. But I don't feel like the midfield and the defense is up there. Okay, and with the controversy from the what has been happening, which was really crazy, okay, I feel like they need to be a little bit more leadership. Alright, that's the word I'm looking for leadership for Giants, but I don't see one for the Giants. Okay, so we have to go with Giants for that one. Alright, 11th place, obviously we have to go with Adelaide Crows for that one. So Adelaide, you never know if Adelaide Crows are going to be real good or real bad or mid. But I have to go with mid for this one. Obviously, they bring a lot of players with this one, but like Neil Bullen, Cumming, and obviously James Pellerin. That's going to be real interesting for them. But for them, I just need someone to have like real impact, okay? And I'm not seeing anybody at the moment. We could have Rankin or Rochelle maybe, okay? But obviously Walker, he's still going for some reason, okay? But he's not gonna be like 70 goals, okay? Because obviously 20 of them went to West Coast Eagles at one point in 2023. But yeah, it's just anybody's game at the moment. Adelaide Crows could make it out into the finals, but not too sure at the moment. Alright, next up we got, yes, the Gold Coast Suns for 10th place. Obviously, that's going to be a good jump for them because obviously John Noble, Daniel Rioli, and Elliot Himmelberg. That's going to be a good jump for them, okay? Obviously, John Noble, he's one of the great defenders in Collingwood. But then we got Daniel Rioli, okay? With him and Damien Hardwick, that's going to be a real improvement of the relationship, okay? But at the moment, I'm not too sure what Gold Coast Suns heading, okay? Obviously, with their away matches, that's not really good, alright? That they need to improve on that, and hopefully they could get a lot of wins in the away. But the home matches, they're pretty good. They're doing really good. They just need to amp it up and hopefully get into the finals. Alright guys, this is the last team who's not into the finals, which is, of course, Carlton Blues. Yes, Carlton Blues. Obviously, they lost their two Matthews, Matt Kennedy, Matthew Owies. And also, they have an injured midfielder, obviously, with, what was it, Nick Newman, which is unfortunate because Nick Newman, he's one of the great stars of Carlton Blues, which was last year. But then, I don't know what's happening with the forwards as well. Obviously, their defense, they're pretty good. But their forwards, Charlie Curnow, obviously, we all know Charlie Curnow is like one of the best forwards ever. But I don't think he's going to kick like more than 50 goals, I would say. Okay, maybe 40, but 50 goals, that's a little stretch. Okay, I feel like, obviously, Patrick Cripps, pretty good star. But I feel like there's not much of connections with, obviously, Matt Kennedy and Matthew Owies. They are out the door. But it's paying me to say that. But yeah, 9th place Carlton. I'm so sorry about that, but it is what it is. Alright, we're into the finals. 8th place, we got Port Adelaide. Yes, Port Adelaide. A little bit down right there because obviously they lost Dan Houston. That's kind of like a big jump, but obviously they added Jack Lukosius. I hope to see Jack Lukosius into the finals because obviously he haven't played finals yet, but this is going to be real interesting, okay? Because obviously they got Connor Rosie, they got Zach Butters, and the only problems I want to see is the forwards, okay? Because I don't think they're gonna build a lot of forwards, but obviously they got the defense. Obviously, Dan Houston obviously left, but I feel like it's still there. But the forwards need to pack it up, okay? Hopefully Mitch Georgiades or Todd Marshall hopefully going to go good, but we'll see what happens. With Port Adelaide. Next up, we got 7th. It is Collingwood. Yes, Collingwood. Dan Houston is in, which is great. Obviously, Tim Membry as well, and Harry Perryman. That's going to be really interesting. We will never know, because obviously Collingwood needs that key forward, and obviously Tim Membry was the one who gets that. But obviously, Dan Houston is also a really good defense as well. And obviously, with the midfield needs to pack it up a bit. Obviously, we know Nick Dacos and Josh Dacos, but what about the others? We need them to pack it up, get it up, build it up, and hopefully they might win a grand final or even a finals match, which obviously they will get there. Okay, so I think Collingwood 7th, that's going to be real good for them. 6th place, we have Western Bulldogs. Yes, they got Matt Kennedy in, but the thing is, they got 3 players who left: Bailey Smith, Jack McRae, and Caleb Daniel. That's pretty good. Obviously, Bailey Smith didn't play last season. I think Jack McRae played a bit, but I feel like he's more into VFL, so that's why he didn't play that much. But obviously, Caleb Daniel is also pretty good as well, but I feel like his mistakes was going down a bit. Western Bulldogs with 6th place, I feel like that's probably the best way to put it. Obviously, with the key forwards of Sam Darcy, Jamara, and obviously Aaron Norton, that's going to be real good. And the defense as well. Obviously, Karmas, he's pretty good. Of course, he's still young, but obviously he's going to improve a lot. Obviously, Marcus Montepelli, really good. Adam Trelaw, my God. And Tim English. What a good squad right there. But, you know, you never know what's going to happen in Western Bulldogs. Alright? Are they good? Are they bad? We'll see what happens this season. 5th place, we have Sydney Swans. Obviously, the loss of Luke Parker. But obviously, Heaney, Warner, Golden, they're still up there. Obviously, Warner might leave this season, but we will never know. We will never know what's happening. Warner, is Warner coming to Freo? Who gives a... No, just kidding, okay? Who knows? But right now, with the loss of the grand final, okay, that's gonna be it. And obviously they have Dean Cox. We will never know what Dean Cox are gonna do. Are they gonna be real good with Dean Cox or not? Okay, John Longmire is one of the great coaches that we have ever seen, but we will never know what Dean Cox is gonna do. So 5th place, that seems like pretty good. Okay, at 4th place we have Frio Dockers. Hooray! Yes, I know. Shea Bolton, obviously, who is the Richmond's leading goal scorer, came over to the Optus Stadium to play with Frio Dockers. That's going to be real good. That's going to be real good because obviously Frio Dockers needed that forward pressure, okay? Because if they haven't, you know, get all these forward firepower, then obviously then they're going to be like last season, okay? 10th place. They need our forwards to keep kicking goals, getting over like 80 points, because 80 points, that's pretty good. But if you in like 60 points, that's not good. That happened like the last 2 games, which is a home games, obviously, with Geelong and Port Adelaide. But obviously with Shea Bolton, they are going to be real good. Okay, getting over that 80 points. Obviously, the injuries last season, that was real pain. I know Sean Darcy is going over to Qatar to fix that injuries problem. Hopefully, that's going to be working. Hopefully, that's going to be good. The main problems is what will happen with the lineup, okay? Because the lineup is obviously going to be changed with obviously Shea Bolton and also Quinton Narkle. Quinton Narkle. You never seen Quinton Narkle coming up in here, which is crazy. But you obviously you never know. You never know. And next up, 3rd place. This is interesting. Hawthorn! Yes! Hawthorn in 3rd place. You never see that again. Okay, because obviously they brought in Josh Battle and Tom Barras. Did they get anybody out to trade? No, which is pretty well done. I say if Hawthorn can get that Hawk Bowl into the squad for this season, this is going to be wicked, okay? Because obviously their defense was pretty good for last season. But then this season, they bring in more defense. Holy moly, they could go up, okay? That was 7th place last season, and now jumping up to 3rd place. My God, my God. I'm looking at God at the moment. I'm looking at a halo, an angel. Hawthorn will go crazy, okay? Obviously, with the midfielders, Jay Newcomb and Carl Amon. Wait, Carl Amon's more like a defender. Who knows? But yeah, the only problem that I'm thinking of is the forwards, okay? Obviously, Jack Ginnivan, he's going to be real good, probably kicking more than 40 goals this season. But then what about like their key forwards, like Mavio Cho, for example? Alright, and obviously Jack Gunston. I don't know if Luke Bruce is in there, or Jack Gunston, who knows? But yeah, Hawthorn 3rd seems reasonable. You guys would have put that on there. Alright, 2nd place we got Geelong Cats. Yes, Bailey Smith into the midfield with Patrick Dangerfield. Holy moly, we're getting up there. We're getting up there because obviously Bailey Smith wants to be in the midfielder in 2024, but obviously he got injured. But man, this could go crazy for Geelong. Okay, obviously their defense, Tom Stewart is in there. Well done. Brian Myers, well done as well. But we'll see. We'll see what's happening with Geelong Cats at the moment. They are obviously one of the biggest powerhouse teams of them all. Okay? But except for this 1st place team. And that 1st place team is Brisbane Lions. Obviously, no one left the team. I mean, to go to a different team. They seem the same. They're still the same. Levi Ashcroft with Will Ashcroft, that's going to be real interesting. That could be the next Dacos brothers right there, okay? Because Will Ashcroft got the Norm Smith medal. That's going to be wicked, guys. Oh my God. I'm Guys, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys are excited for the AFL season. Hopefully I get to pump more videos for that. If you want to subscribe to Average, make sure to hit it right there. Or if you want to see some cool videos by me, just check it right here. Thank you guys so much and have a good one. Bye bye.